KD Country 94 weather.
Here's a look at your local weatherology forecast. Slight chance for storms. Today, otherwise mainly clear. High of 98. Westerly winds 8 to 15 miles per hour. Lows dip down to about 68. Tonight, mainly clear. A blend of clouds and sun. Tomorrow, slight chance for storms. Highs around 87. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on KD Country 94. Currently 90.
The grass is starting to grow, and you need to mow now with 0% retail financing on new Hustler zero-turn mowers. That's right. Qualified buyers can enjoy 0% financing on qualifying Hustler zero-turn mowers. Come into Jewel Implement today and get that Hustler Turf zero-turn lawnmower you've been dreaming of. That's Jewel Implement, 105 South Custer, Jewel, Kansas, or online at www.jewelimplement.com. Qualified buyers with minimum purchase, other restrictions apply. See dealer for complete details.
If your car needs some TLC from rough road conditions or simply has suffered damage recently, then DeVore Auto Body and Collision in Beloit is the name to know. They can fix up your vehicle and make it look great again. DeVore offers paintless dent repair, 24-hour record service, plus car and truck dent repair, rust repair, to full refinishing. They can also replace your windshield, do chip repairs, spray and bed liners, AC system repair, and recharge and auto repair. Call 534-1982 for a free estimate. DeVore Auto Body and Collision, 700 Brooklyn Avenue in Beloit, giving your vehicle the TLC it needs. The news this hour is brought to you by Anderson Insurance Agency. They do farm, home, auto, life, and crop insurance. Stop by and see Matt and Becky, 118 North Mill in Beloit, or call them at 738-5701.
Keeping you informed, this is KD Country 94 and Z96.3 News.
Well, there is a heat advisory in effect for some of the area today, mainly in our immediate area would be Lincoln and Cloud County. The heat advisory in effect from 1 to 7 p.m. Heat index values could reach 105 to 108 from 1 to 7 p.m. today. High temperatures and high humidity may cause heat illnesses. Drink plenty of fluids and stay in air-conditioned rooms. Stay out of the sun and check up on relatives and neighbors. There's a high temperature in most of the area expected to be in triple digits today. And again, that heat advisory is in effect from noon to 7 for Cloud and Lincoln County in our listening area. That would stretch over to Ottawa County as well. So if you're in those areas, definitely take those precautions with the heat advisory today from noon to 7 p.m. Not a heat advisory for our entire listening area, but it is going to be very, very warm out there. So I would recommend all of that, even in the areas where there's not a heat advisory as far as heat indexes are concerned or indices are concerned here today. Well, the IRS, as part of continuing efforts to protect the senior community, the Internal Revenue Service issued a warning on Wednesday about the rising threat of impersonation scams. These scams are targeting older adults in Kansas and elsewhere across the country by pretending to be government officials, aiming to steal sensitive personal information and money by posing as representatives from agencies such as the IRS or other government agencies. These fraudsters use fear and deceit to exploit their victims. IRS Commissioner Danny Werfel said scammers often target seniors attempting to steal personal information through phone calls, emails, or text messages by pretending to be from the IRS or other agencies or businesses. Preventing these types of scams requires assistance from many different places. By partnering with other federal agencies and others in the tax community, we can reach more seniors and other taxpayers to help protect them against these terrible scams. It's part of a wider effort taking place this week leading up to the World Elder Abuse Awareness Day on Saturday. Observed since June 15, 2006, aims to foster better understanding of the neglect and abuse faced by millions of older adults, focusing attention on the contributing cultural, social, economic, and demographic factors. The IRS has also engaged in long-term efforts to protect against scams and other related schemes, including identity theft. This has been an ongoing focus of the Security Summit partnership between the IRS, state tax agencies, and the nation's tax professional community since 2015. Some key points to remember here. Individuals should understand how and when the IRS contacts taxpayers to help them verify whether any communication they receive is genuinely from an IRS employee. Most IRS communications are initiated through regular mail delivered by the United States Postal Service. However, in certain situations, the IRS may make phone calls or visit homes and businesses. These situations include having an overdue tax bill, an unfiled tax return or missing employment tax deposit. Additionally, an IRS employee might review assets or inspect a business as part of the collection investigation, audit, or ongoing criminal investigation. Should remember the following: the IRS will never demand immediate payment via prepaid debit cards, gift cards, or wire transfers. Typically, if taxes are owed, the IRS will send a bill by mail first. The IRS will never threaten to involve local police or other law enforcement agencies. The IRS will never demand payment without allowing opportunities to dispute or appeal the amount owed, and the IRS will never request credit, debit, or gift card numbers over the phone. The U.S. Department of Justice introduced the National Elder Fraud Hotline to address fraud targeting elderly Americans and support affected individuals. If an individual has fallen victim to elder fraud, they can contact National Elder Fraud Hotline at 833-FRAUD-11. That's 833-372-8311. And that hotline operates Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Today's community calendar is brought to you by Heart Choices Pregnancy and Parenting Resource Center, offering free pregnancy tests, pregnancy counseling, and parenting classes at 6th and Independence in Beloit, and their satellite location in Concordia, Osborne, and Smith Center. You can call 738-3433 for an appointment or check them out at their website, www.heartchoicesbeloit.com. The Glen Elder Fun Run, Best Damn Run in Kansas, will be coming up on July 6th at 7 a.m. in Glen Elder. The opening event for Wakanda Lake Fest, but they ask you to register early at runsignup.com. You must register by June 20th for the free T-shirt. Check out Facebook Glen Elder Fun Run. For more information, you can call Emmy at 805-315-5796. Also, Get the Lead Out is the Kansas Department of Health and Environment's media campaign to educate the public about the Environmental Protection Agency's lead reporting requirements for each property in the United States. The city of Beloit is making a huge effort to help each property owner with their reporting requirements by collecting this information from surveys mailed out to each property owner in Beloit. If you have not yet responded, an additional postcard has been mailed to you. Please look for that in your mailbox. Complete the questionnaire and return to the city office. This survey can be found and completed online at their website as well at www.beloitks.org. For additional information or questions, call the city at 785-738-3781 and speak with Eve. A public forum featuring a speaking Q&A with Gerald Johnson, Republican candidate for Kansas House of Representatives for District 107, and the Don Harlow, Lincoln County Clerk, is to be held on June 15th, 2024 at NCK Tech College Student Union Conference Room from 2:30 to 4:30. That's this Saturday. The event's hosted by the Post-Rock Republican Women of Mitchell and Lincoln County, Kansas. All are welcome. Please contact Dina Jensen with any questions by phone, 342-6633. That's the news this hour on Katy Country 94 and Z96.3 The Lake. I'm Dusty Donis.
Your number one source for local sports in north central Kansas. This is Katy Country 94 and Z96.3 Sports.
The 0-2. Dribbled slowly in front of the plate. Trevino out, fires in time. And that is the ball game. Yankees win it. 11-5 the final. And the Bombers have secured yet another series victory.
Another dominant win for the Yankees. We'll have more on the game coming up in this sportscast. We also look at the NBA, the finals, Game 3 on Wednesday night, as the Celtics look to take a big lead in the series. An NBA legend passing away, and the Stanley Cup Finals continue tonight. It's all coming up in this sportscast on Katy Country 94 and Z96.3 The Lake. Well, as heard moments ago, for the third straight night, the Yankees picked up a win over the Royals at Kauffman Stadium, and for the second straight night, a big offensive production from the Bronx Bombers. Dan Altavilla made a spot start for the Royals, his first career start. He didn't get out of the first inning. His final line was 5 runs on 3 hits, 2 walks in just a third of an inning. The Yankees led 3-0 when Jose Trevino blasted a 3-run homer to put them up 6-0 after 1. Daniel Lynch allowed the final 6 runs over 6 2/3 innings, an 11-5 loss for the Royals. Casey got all of their runs late with 2 in the 6th, 3 in the 7th, highlighted by a 3-for-5 night with 2 RBI and 2 runs scored from Bobby Witt Jr. Royals manager Matt Quatrero on the big first inning from the Yankees.
That's really tough. A couple of runs, that's one thing. Big innings are tough to come back from regardless. I mean, we've done it. We worked hard to try to get back in it tonight as well and made it somewhat interesting there and had some guys on base, but just couldn't come through with the big hit a couple times. But yeah, we don't want to be down at all, but 6 is really tough to chase, especially against a team like that.
Royals are now 39-30. The Yankees improved to 49-21. Two teams will finish their four-game series this afternoon at 1:10. Alec Marsh 5-3 with a 4.05 ERA will start for the Royals against Nestor Cortez. The Yankees, who's 3-5 with a 3.68 ERA.
And that's going to do it. The Boston Celtics are one win away from an NBA title. They hold off a furious comeback attempt and now have a 3-0 lead here in these NBA Finals.
In a Game 3 that featured a couple big runs from each team, the Celtics picked up a 106-99 win over the Mavericks in Dallas. The Mavs got out to a 25-12 lead in the first quarter, but Boston recovered with an 11-0 run to get back into the game. Dallas had a 51-50 lead at halftime, but the Celtics played well to start the second half, built up a 91-70 lead early in the fourth. A 22-2 run got Dallas within one at 93-92 with 3:30 left, but the Celtics made enough plays down the stretch for the 7-point win. Jason Tatum led Boston with 31 points. Jaylen Brown added 38 rebounds and 8 assists. Kyrie Irving scored 35 of the loss for the Celtics. With Boston up 3-0 in the NBA Finals, they have the lead, and that has been insurmountable throughout NBA playoff history, as no team has ever come back to win down 3 games. Game 5 will be in Dallas on Friday night. There was some sad news on Wednesday in the NBA. All-time great Jerry West died on Wednesday morning. A player, he was the third to reach 25,000 points and was an all-star every year of his career, 12-time All-NBA selection, and also the only player to ever win the NBA Finals on the losing team in 1969. A member of the NBA's 75th anniversary team, his silhouette is used for the NBA logo. West also had a long career as an executive in the NBA, and you can read more about his career at NBA.com. Jerry West was 86 years old. Finally, in sports, the Stanley Cup Finals roll on tonight in the NHL. The Panthers hold a 2-0 series lead over the Oilers. The series will move to Edmonton for the first time. The puck drops at 7 o'clock on ABC. That's a look at sports on your sports leader in North Central Kansas, Katy Country 94 and 96.3 The Lake. Sportscast is brought to you by Zachary Hardware in Beloit. I'm Dusty Donis.